Episode 4 of Paradise, titled Agent Billy Pace, dives deep into the story of a man haunted by his past while trying to change his future. Billy Pace is a former assassin searching for redemption in a brutal, post-apocalyptic world. His journey in this episode is filled with emotional depth, powerful themes, and strong symbolism, all leading to a tragic but meaningful death.
There's some things that I've seen, some things that I've done that I don't know if you'd be sitting there with me if you knew.
Billy's story is one of redemption, but it's also a tragic reminder of how difficult it is to truly leave the past behind. His transformation is driven by his time with Xavier and his family. For the first time in his life, Billy experiences something close to normalcy. He is not just an assassin but a friend, a protector, and perhaps even a father figure. However, this new identity clashes with the deep-rooted survival instincts drilled into him since childhood. His past trauma defines him in ways he can't escape. Being forced to kill his own dog as a child was not just an act of cruelty, it was a moment that shaped his entire worldview. It taught him that emotions, hesitation, and compassion are weaknesses. Throughout his life, he repeated this lesson over and over, becoming the ruthless killer known as Agent Billy Pace. But after the apocalypse, Billy is given a rare second chance. He tries to believe that he can be more than just a weapon, that he can live for something greater than just orders and survival. This is why his conflict with Samantha is so tragic. She does not see his transformation, only his past. She refuses to acknowledge his redemption and treats him as nothing more than a disposable tool. This raises the question: can someone truly change, or will the world always define them by their past? Billy fights to prove he can be different, but in the end, the world refuses to let him. His death is not just the result of his past catching up with him. It's the world reinforcing the idea that some people will never escape who they once were.
You're a killer. That's all you are. It's all you have to offer the world. It's all you've ever had to offer. And it's all you offer to me now down here.
The post-apocalyptic world in Paradise is not just about survival. It's about who gets to decide the rules of survival. The bunker is supposed to be a sanctuary, a place of safety in a world that has fallen apart. But instead, it becomes a microcosm of the same power struggles that led to the collapse of civilization in the first place. Samantha embodies the cold, calculated leader who sees people as tools rather than individuals. To her, Billy is useful only as long as he serves her agenda. The moment he begins to think for himself, questioning her authority, showing loyalty to Xavier, he becomes a threat. And in Samantha's world, threats are eliminated. This theme reflects a harsh truth about power. Those in control will always seek to maintain their dominance. Resistance, even from the strongest individuals, is punished. The rules are not about fairness, but about control. Billy's death is a direct result of this structure. His refusal to be a pawn in Samantha's game is seen as defiance, and in a society ruled by fear and manipulation, defiance cannot be tolerated.
I know I could have saved a love that night.
You told her to send the biggest motherfucker she had.
Instead of making love,
I'm it, baby.
The tension between doing what's right and doing what's necessary to survive is at the heart of Billy's character arc. He chooses loyalty, standing up for Xavier and his family, knowing full well that it will put a target on his back. In contrast, Jane, the assassin sent to kill him, represents pure self-preservation. Jane is what Billy once was. She follows orders without hesitation. She kills because it's her job, not because she wants to. She suppresses her emotions, believing that survival depends on obedience. This contrast highlights Billy's growth. The old Billy would have killed anyone who got in his way. But the Billy we see in this episode has changed. He values people, relationships, and a sense of purpose beyond just staying alive. But is loyalty worth dying for? Billy stays loyal to his new family, and it leads to his death. Jane stays loyal to her role as an assassin, and she survives. This is the cruel irony of the episode. Billy's humanity is what makes him admirable, but it's also what makes him vulnerable.
Fucking worthless idiot of a nephew. Never hesitate. That's how they hear you coming.
Billy's guiding principle, "do not hesitate," is more than just a phrase. It defines his entire existence. As a child, hesitation meant punishment. As an assassin, it meant failure. But in this episode, hesitation becomes something deeper. It's the moment when Billy questions everything. His transformation begins when he starts hesitating, when he stops killing without thinking. This hesitation is what makes him more human. Ironically, it also leads to his death. The moment he hesitates to kill Samantha or escape, he seals his fate. Paradise itself symbolizes a false sense of security. On the surface, it's a place of protection from the outside world, but inside, it's ruled by fear and control. Billy believed he had found a safe place, but in reality, it was just another battlefield. One where the weapons were manipulation instead of bullets. Billy being forced to kill his own dog as a child is one of the most painful moments in his backstory. It represents the loss of innocence. The dog was likely his only source of love, and being forced to kill it stripped away any softness he had left. His own death mirrors this moment. Just like he was once forced to kill something he cared for, Jane is now forced to kill him. It's a cruel cycle, one that Paradise suggests is impossible to break. Episode 4 of Paradise is a tragic but powerful story about redemption, control, and the fight to change. Billy Pace's journey from killer to protector is both inspiring and heartbreaking. His death reinforces the idea that escaping the past isn't easy, especially in a world that only values strength and survival. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.